Hi, my name is Victoria Orellana. I'm a junior at Cypress Bay High School, and today I will be doing my creative critical reflection on my magazine Escape. Let's begin. So, when having to choose between a magazine or a film, choosing the magazine was a no brainer. I personally have always loved photography as well as editing pictures, and I have lots of experience using Canva, so I felt the magazine was my best option. After brainstorming for a few days, I had made up my mind on doing a travel magazine. I absolutely love to travel, and I had a big trip for Atlanta coming up for spring break. I had planned my whole magazine around this trip, but unfortunately, due to a family emergency, I was unable to go. Luckily, I live in the perfect city to do a travel magazine, so instead of doing a magazine on Atlanta, I resorted to doing it on Miami instead. So the type of magazine I decided to do was travel. For inspiration, I found this travel magazine that I thought was so unique and aesthetically pleasing. I love the way the editor made the photos almost like a collage and had different sized pictures scattered across the page. When creating my front cover, I wanted something that would represent everything I loved about Miami. This picture that I chose for my front cover was taken at the Miami Boat Show. I thought it was perfect because it had the boat that says South Beach to the right, and to the left is the skyline of Miami. The bright blue water and sky also help me capture what first comes to mind when someone thinks of Florida: nice, warm weather and clear water. I used yellow font because when doing my research, I learned that yellow means warmth and clarity, which fits perfectly with the theme of my project. My magazine's appealing title and cover page engages with the audience. Everyone works hard and dreams of taking a spectacular vacation. Escape draws people in with this title and breathtaking pictures of a relaxing and stress free vacation spot. Most people want to escape from reality from time to time, hence the title. Escape helps people begin to plan their dream vacation and provides information and suggestions and tips on where to go and what to do. This is how Escape engages its audience. In order for Escape to become a successful magazine, it needs to be able to reach millions of people. This can be done through the traditional channel of print, but Escape would also have a website as well, as an app that would allow easy access to its articles on any electronic device. As for the print version, it would be sold in stores such as Barnes and Nobles and grocery stores and have monthly subscriptions which deliver to people's homes. For my table of contents, I wanted something that was simplistic, easy on the eye, and easy to read. And then on the next page to the right, I wanted a quote that encouraged people to go out and travel. For my 2-page spread, I decided to do a small description of Miami on the first page, and on the second page, list top 5 places to visit while in the city. For the second page, I tried to incorporate the inspiration that I mentioned earlier and create a small collage to the side. Throughout my magazine, I tried to incorporate the same font and to create a sense of continuity and help it flow. My magazine Escape does not challenge conventions. In fact, it uses these conventions instead. The definition of convention is the typical information one expects to see in a media product. Escape follows these many conventions by including typical travel information in order to reach its target audience. Like my magazine, the average travel magazine's target audience is middle to upper class women ages 24 to 56. To attract this type of audience, I provided information about places to eat and a variety of activities to do in the city of Miami. I also incorporated common slogans that many magazines use, such as the ones I used on my front cover, such as Top 3 Hotels or Miami in 5 Stops. Overall, my production skills have developed greatly over the course of this project. This is my first time ever creating a magazine. I used Canva in the past, so I had experience editing on this platform, but this project pushed me out of my comfort zone, forcing me to find new ways to organize text and pictures. This process was much more complicated than I ever imagined it would be. I took a lot of trial and error in order to come up with my final product. One aspect that made it difficult was trying to make everything flow together as a whole. I learned that using the same fonts and attempting to use the same color scheme was what worked best for this. I also faced major complications with my plans, as I had mentioned earlier, so I had to find a way to incorporate the same thing but in a different place. This was a big obstacle that I was able to overcome. Overall, I'm incredibly proud of the process I've made and everything that I've learned when creating this project. For this project, I integrated technologies by using a variety of software, hardware, and online resources. Canva was the platform I used to put my project together. It allowed me to choose from a variety of templates and fonts. Without Canva, I would have never been able to put my project together. I also used editing apps such as Blackroom, which allowed me to change the contrast, brightness, and saturation of my pictures. To take my photos, I used my Nikon D3100 for half the pictures and my phone for the other half. The internet allowed me to do tons of research and find lots of inspiration from a magazine. Without the use of all this technology, it would have been impossible for me to create my magazine. I really enjoyed creating this magazine, and I've learned a lot throughout this project. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.